بندستی کورد قازملو بوویتە ئاوێنەی ژیان قازملو بووی بە میداڵی شەرەف قازملو چوویتە ئەستۆی نیشتمان قازملو ڕێبەری ئاشتی خواز ئەی شەهیدی سوور خەڵات ناوی تۆ یادی تۆ بەرزە لای گەل و وڵات ڕێبەری ئاشتی خواز جەهیدی سوور خەڵات ناوی تۆ یادی تۆ بەرزە لای گەل و وڵات وەک پێشەنگێکی دلێر قازملو بێماندووی وشان بەشان قازملو بوویتە هێزێکی مەزن قازملو بۆ خەباتی بێوچان قازملو ڕێبەری ئاشتی خواز ئەی شەهیدی سوور خەڵات ناوی تۆ یادی تۆ بەرزە لای گەل و وڵات ڕێبەری ئاشتی خواز ئەی شەهیدی سوور ناوی تۆ یادی تۆ بەرزە لای گەل و وڵات نمونەی بەرخۆدان قازملو بۆ ئازادی نیشتمان قازملو ناوت بوومە لەرزەیە قازملو بۆ دڵی داگیرکەران قازملو ڕێبەری ئاشتی خواز ئەی شەهیدی سوور خەڵات ناوی تۆ یادی تۆ بەرزە لای گەل و وڵات ڕێبەری ئاشتی خواز ئەی شەهیدی سوور خەڵات ناوی تۆ دی تۆ بەرزە لای گەل و وڵات
A state without access to the sea. Yet, at the same time, it would be a state rich in oil, and especially in possession of immense resources, mission a solution that overcame the obstacles inhibiting the creation of a Kurdish state. He stated very clearly that there were only three solutions and autonomy. Independence represented the ultimate solution, which he considered unrealistic. He would agree to a federal union if
inclusive, that could be democratic, and that could coexist with its neighbors peacefully. I will discuss the stance and the positions of the Kurdish and other ethnic groups, but in particular the Kurdish national groups within Iran in regards to the current and contemporary events and the uprisings and the protests in the last 8 or 9 months following the so-called elections that led to the not only the mass protest but also would be much more vigorous and harder because of the military presence. So the lawlessness, like still Kurdistan as one of the areas is still under military rule. So somewhat the legal structures and that we see in Tehran, we do not see in Iranian Kurdistan or Iranian Kurdistan, the cities belonging to Iranian Kurdistan. So that's that. Having left military presence and the violent crackdown of protesters to some extent prevents people from coming to the streets. So people in Iranian Kurdistan are waiting for the right moment. But at the same time, it's the lack of understanding from the Green movement, especially its leader, that the issues of minorities is not discussed, and he gets the support of the unity among the ethnic groups and as well as the national opposition groups to seek an alternative for this regime.
Organized resistance to the government. Two ethnic groups, two major politically significant ethnic groups, the Azeris, which is the second largest group, and the Kurds, they managed to set up their own autonomous republics following the Second World War. Let me also mention that since Iran does not provide any figures, the census that was conducted last time was in 1996. It didn't contain any figures whatsoever about the existence of ethnic groups in Iran. So there are only estimates. For example, one estimate by the Central Intelligence Agency is that the Persians in Iran constitute no more than 51%. Next to them are the Azeris, or Azeri Turkish-speaking people, which is 24%. The Kurds are estimated to be 7% of the population, the Arabs 3%, and the Baluchis 2%. This is the same estimate one can find in the report, the country report by Freedom House. The Library of Congress, however, has a somewhat different estimate. According to them, the Persians constitute 65% of the population, the Azeris 16%, the Kurds 7%, the Arabs 2%, and the Baluchis 2%. So we do not really know we do not have exact data about the ethnic composition of the country, but these ethnic groups are politically significant in the sense that I alluded to.